devotion with Spur one another on. Today, our topic will be the motive for true wisdom. Our daily devotions are read from Strength for Today by Grace to You Ministries by John MacArthur. The motive for true wisdom. James chapter 3 verse 17. It says, "But the wisdom from above is first of all pure. It is also peace-loving, gentle at all times, and willing to yield to others. It is full of mercy and fruit of good deeds. It shows no favoritism and is always sincere." A pure life is necessary for a wise life. A person whose life is characterized by true wisdom will seek to be pure. The Greek word translated pure in James 3:17 refers to a spiritual integrity and moral sincerity. It is freedom from bitter jealousy, self-ambition, and arrogant self-promotion. Christ is the perfect example of purity, and we can find that in 1 John chapter 3 verse 3. It says, "And all who have this eager expectation will keep themselves pure, just as he is pure." A true believer will have pure desires. The deepest part of him desires to do God's will, serve God, and love God. In Romans 7:15-21, the Apostle Paul testifies that when he sinned, he was doing what he didn't want to do. In Psalm 51:7, David cries out, "Purify me with hyssop, and I shall be clean. Wash me, and I shall be whiter than snow." The true believer hates his sin. Rising out of his innermost being is a longing for what is clean, pure, holy, and honest. Purity of heart is the motive of someone who seeks to live a life of godly wisdom. God says he will take the heart of stone out of their flesh and give them a heart of flesh. That is coming from Ezekiel 11:19. That new heart will be consumed with purity rather than self. You do still sin because your new heart is incarcerated in your old flesh, but your new heart fights against your flesh. That's why Paul said, "I joyfully concur with the law of God in the inner man, but I see a different law in the members of my body, waging war against the law of my mind and making me a prisoner of the law of sin, which is in my members." Romans 7:22-23. In the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus said, "Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God." We'll be able to see that in Matthew 5:8. As you persevere in the battle against the world, the flesh, and the devil, be encouraged by reminding yourself that one day the fight will be finished. The Apostle John said it this way, "We know that when he appears, we shall be like him, because we shall see him just as he is." 1 John chapter 3, verse 2. The suggestion for prayer for today is coming from Psalm 51, verses 1-17. This is a prayer of David, and it says, verse 1, "Have mercy on me, O God, because of your unfailing love. Because of your great compassion, blot out the stain of my sins. Wash me clean from my guilt, purify me from my sin. For I recognize my rebellion, it haunts me day and night. Against you and you alone I have sinned. I have done what is evil in your sight. You will be proved right in what you say, and your judgment against me is just. For I was born a sinner. Yes, from the moment my mother conceived me. But you desire honesty from the womb, teaching me wisdom even there. Purify me from my sins, and I will be clean. Wash me, and I will be whiter than snow. Oh, give me back my joy again. You have broken me, now let me rejoice. Don't keep looking at my sins. Remove my stain of my guilt. Create in me a clean heart, O God. Renew a loyal spirit in me. Do not banish me from your presence, and do not take your Holy Spirit from me. Restore to me the joy of your salvation, and make me willing to obey you. I will teach your ways to rebels, and they will return to you. Forgive me for shedding blood, O God who saves. Then I will joyfully sing of your forgiveness. Unseal my lips, O Lord, that my mouth may praise you. You do not desire a sacrifice, or I would offer one. You do not want a burnt offering. The sacrifice you desire is a broken spirit. You will not reject a broken and a repentant heart, O God. That is one wonderful prayer by King David. It is straight from the heart. And from that prayer, you can feel his brokenness, the guilt that he felt from the sin, the stain of the sin that he felt. And he knows how faithful God is because he knows that God will not reject a broken and a repentant heart. May this be our prayer for today. Thank you for joining us in another daily devotion. Please like, subscribe, and share with your friends and family. And don't forget to spur one another on. Till next time.